Why is it important to be able to engage across difference right
Whether we want to come across this as a whole, as a country, and essentially heal together, or whether we want to, deepen the divide, pick sides, find someone to blame, and then, then the wound never tends to heal.
I agree with everything you just said. And what's interesting as I look at it too, is why it's so important, is that we all have to share the same space. And,
literally, right? Literally.
And as a result of that, I would rather get along with people than be in conflict with people. Mm-hmm. And it's in the best interest, I think, for everybody. And we talked about having unity without tragedy. Mm-hmm. And I really like that, because I wish there were more times where there was more unity without the tragedy. And we're seeing that right now with the pandemic, where people are coming together and uniting. Mm-hmm. There is somewhat of a tragedy, but it is bringing us all together.
In order for us to avoid whether it's political tragedy, whether it's a deeper divide, we have to unify first. And in order for us to unify, we actually have to get to know each other. And as cliche as it sounds, put aside our differences, or not even that, maybe just learn about our differences, what the things that my cast and your cast were able to successfully accomplish in such a short amount of time, which makes me realize, it only took us, not even 72 hours to get through all of our differences and actually come to a full, respectful understanding. And we all have everyone has busy schedules. So it comes down to effort as well, if we want to do it. And that's a matter of person.
I think a lot of it too has that if we come to a discussion already with our mind made up, mm-hmm. I don't know how proactive that can be. And
it can't.
And what I found really interesting with the Divided We Fall was when we went there, it was interesting because we were all willing to listen. And we all have a story. We all have our own personal experiences. We all have information that we can share. But sometimes people don't give us that opportunity, or
Absolutely.
We don't seek it because you're wrong and I'm right.
Engagement across difference right now during the outbreak means, to me, one thing. It's essentially whether you're going to have, a healthy mental well-being after this, or survive, is the term I like to use, or not. Whether you've decided to embrace others and all face one challenge together, or whether you continue to isolate yourself with your narrow perspective and face this alone.
All I'd like to say is I hope everybody stays safe during this time, and it's a time for us to all hug our kids and those around us, and not take those things for granted that we do every single day.